and burnished Iran's image as a defender of the Palestinians. Israel responded with covert operations, targeting Iranian assets across the region. The shadow war escalated, with both sides locked in a cycle of attack and retaliation. As the proxy war raged across the region, Iran's nuclear program became the central and most pressing issue. Israel viewed a nuclear Iran as an existential threat to its very survival and security, and launched covert operations, cyber attacks, sophisticated and targeted, sabotage and assassinations, to slow Iran's progress in developing nuclear capabilities. Iran consistently denied seeking nuclear weapons, but advanced its program, especially after the US unilaterally left the 2015 nuclear deal. By 2023, Iran's uranium enrichment reached alarming levels, a point of serious international concern, shrinking the time needed to potentially build a bomb. The nuclear standoff significantly raised the stakes of every confrontation in the region. For Israel, stopping Iran's nuclear ambitions had firmly become a red line that could not be crossed. The risk of a direct and devastating war grew exponentially with every escalation. Throughout the preceding years, a shadow war had been brewing, a clandestine struggle fought in the shadows. But in 2024, the simmering tensions finally erupted, and that shadow war exploded into open conflict, marking a significant turning point in the region's history. On April 1st, the conflict took a dramatic turn when Israel directly struck an Iranian consulate in Damascus, a bold move that shattered previous norms of engagement. The strike resulted in the deaths of several senior IRGC commanders, dealing a significant blow to Iran's military leadership and escalating tensions to a fever pitch. Iran vowed retaliation, and on April 13th, they followed through on that promise, initiating a direct response that would reverberate across the Middle East. In a move unprecedented in scale and directness, Iran launched over 300 drones and missiles directly at Israel, signaling a new phase in the conflict. This was a first, a direct attack from Iranian soil onto Israeli territory, a historic moment that redefined the rules of engagement. Israel's sophisticated air defenses, bolstered by crucial support from the US and other allies, sprang into action, working tirelessly to neutralize the incoming threat. The defensive system successfully intercepted the vast majority of the attack, preventing widespread damage and casualties. Despite the limited damage, the message from Iran was unmistakable and clear. They were willing to strike openly and directly, crossing a red line that had previously been carefully avoided. In response, Israel retaliated swiftly, launching strikes inside Iran, targeting key strategic locations. These strikes focused on air defense sites located near nuclear facilities, raising concerns about the potential for further escalation and the targeting of sensitive sites. With these exchanges, the long-standing taboo against direct attacks was definitively shattered, ushering in a new era of open confrontation. Subsequent exchanges in July and October of 2024 further solidified this dangerous trend, demonstrating a continued willingness to engage in direct military action. These repeated escalations confirmed a new, dangerous dynamic in the region, one characterized by a heightened risk of miscalculation and all-out conflict. While Iran's proxy forces had been significantly weakened in recent years, limiting their ability to act as a buffer, Iran demonstrated its resilience and its capability to absorb significant hits and strike back directly, showcasing a new level of military assertiveness. The conflict was now undeniably out in the open, a stark departure from the covert operations and proxy wars of the past. With each exchange, both sides were engaged in a dangerous game of brinkmanship, testing each other's resolve and carefully probing the limits of acceptable action. As a result, the risk of all-out war between Iran and Israel had never been higher, casting a long shadow over the entire region. The entire region braced for what might come next, with populations